का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी।
So it's a second quarter final, the pre-quarter final that is, from here at ground number 2. Cam taking on Trilegal. Trilegal winning the toss and electing to bat first. That is something that has worked for them, Trilegal. I remember watching this game between Emerald and Trilegal. Emerald unfortunately out of this tournament early in the day. They lost their first game, and the pattern was similar. They played their game against Trilegal, their last league game, and they got off to a very good start. And after the departure of the openers, they struggled to put on a big total on the board. They were bundled out for 145, and Trilegal, they did it very convincingly. That was a very good run chase by Trilegal. So, having said that, this is something that works for them, especially in the second game. Trilegal like to put on a target on the board, and that's the ideal situation as well if you look at it, because batting last on this track as the day progresses won't be easy. And that's a very good shot. Talk about trying first up, fuller delivery. The batsman just leans forward, punches it through mid-off, and the fielder coming in from mid-off tried to stop that, but unfortunately couldn't. What a way to start your innings. Scintillating stuff. This by Ashish Ban. Very, very good shot. Ranjit Arora is at the non-striker's end. So Trilegal, it's not a flashy team, but they're a very compact playing 11. They've got their roles defined. You won't see too many fiery individuals in this team, but the best part about them is that they gel together well as a team. Everybody puts their hands up when it comes to performance. So the live pictures provided to us by JBMR Sports, and you can see the replays here. And what a way to get started in this all-important pre-quarter final. The first game, remember, was between Emeralds and S&A. S&A advancing further into the tournament. They were our first quarter finalists. And one of these teams will join them. What a shot that is! Once again, over pitch, just leans into the drive, puts it away through covers, another boundary. This is such a good start, Ashish. It's good positive footwork as well. Just looks so graceful when he plays those strokes. Good stuff. And that's sensible cricket as well if you look at it. We all know that's T20 cricket, slam bang version of the game. Yeah, people try to hit it in the air, but when you can time like that, you don't need to go or hit it in the air. Another boundary, the third one in this over. This is such a best start provided by Ashish. You talk about risk-free cricket. Yes, you can take the risks in the end, or maybe when you know that your team is in a very good position, but in the first 6 overs, especially in the first over, when you're trying to assess what the pitch or what the bowlers are trying to do, you can play safe shots like those. That would be another. Is it? Yes, it is the fourth one. What a start this is for Trilegal. 16 for no loss. 4 boundaries coming of the first over. And that's exactly what the captain wanted from their openers. Ashish Pan off to a flying start. And all of them were mildly elegant shots. All along the ground. Just making sure that he hits it away from the fielders. Brilliant start this for Trilegal. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that Trilegal, the brand of cricket that they play, is not flashy. It's much more compact. They're a well gelled up unit, a playing 11 where every single individual puts their hands up and contributes in their own ways. You see teams, a lot of teams, they heavily rely on individuals, and if that particular individual has a bad day at the office, then they are in big trouble. And it becomes crucial. That puts a lot of pressure on you if you are that particular MVP, because you just can't afford to fail on that particular day. These are the knockout games, the business end of the tournament. The left armour, meanwhile, coming into the attack. He's coming around the wicket and he's cleaned him up. That's what exactly he's done throughout this tournament. He doesn't disappoint this time as well. First over is bowled and nips the bud of the off stump. It's out of the ground. So Cam are back in it. Deepak Singh, time and time again, he's done this. He bowls from around the wicket, just strangles the batsman, gives him no room to work with. And when you get one of those deliveries that come in sharply, there's hardly you can do anything about it as a right-handed batsman. This is good bowling. Excellent bowling this. So Ranjit goes without opening his count. The new man is Mohit. Mohit is another candidate who's been impressive for Trilegals. Again, he's got a very cool head on his shoulders. Good attacking batsman. He can play all roles. Be the aggressor. Play the role of the anchor as well. He's useful with the ball. Just a push straight back to the bowler. Now he's nippy. Is Deepak, and his slingy action when he approaches the popping crease, it's very interesting, and it can at times confuse the batsman because he turns his arms around pretty quickly. That's in a flash that he would release the ball. What that pace does is that helps the batsman to just work it away, using it, just guiding it, a hint of width this time around, and he nicely threads the gap. What a way to get off the mark. Mohit. We've spoken about the fact that he's such a calm batsman. He doesn't get overawed with whatever the situation is. Generally very cool, a thinking batsman. He plays according to the situation as well. He decides to come over the wicket now, the left armour. I think that should be a good ploy. There's a stifled appeal. Turned into a vociferous appeal as soon as the keeper joined in. Not us, says the umpire, but extra bit of bounce troubling the batsman there. Angling away from the right-handed batsman this time around. So that's a good ploy. I think very few left-arm bowlers have decided to bowl over the wicket. And that's a very good angle. That's an angle that always troubles the right-handed batsman, because we've spoken about it. Quick single, a tight single there. So we've spoken about that left armer's angle coming over the wicket to the right-handed batsman. It's difficult for you as a right-hander when you get that angle, because what happens is that when it's angled down your pads, when the bowler angles down the ball on your pads, you can't really get to the pitch of the delivery, in the sense that you watch the ball being released from your peripheral vision. So you are that fraction of a second late to react to the release of the bowler, whereas when a right arm bowler is bowling, it's all the more easy because you can side the ball all through. When he's running in, from the moment the ball is released off his wrists, off his fingers. But compare that to a left-hander, because you're facing towards your right, and you're looking to side straighter. So that angle becomes really difficult for you. Meanwhile, another quick single. They're taking the risk. They're taking on the fielders here, both these batters. Aditya, he won't be happy about the fact that he conceded 16 runs off his first over. Ashish hitting him for 4 boundaries in that first over, and he was guilty of over pitching it as well. He's a tall, lanky man. Once again drives it through extra cover. The fielder from sweeper cover can't cut it off. once again bowls it really full. A juicy half volley for the batsman who likes to lean into that drive when he plays that shot. It's good positive footwork once again. The best part is that he really reaches up to the pitch of the delivery. Ashish moves to 20 in real quick time. 20 of just 7 deliveries. And he's taking a liking for Aditya. Has dispatched him for 5 boundaries. And this is just the third over of the innings. Wonderful start this for Trilegal. Yes, they've lost the other opener once again. This time slightly aerial, but it was safe. It was safe because there was nobody there. That will have the captain worried. Just a couple of bounces into the fence. He's looked so good through that region. Ashish once again making good use of the width that was on offer. Back-to-back boundaries. Oh, slower delivery. Not quite where he intended to hit it. Turns it away towards the onside. Gets a single. Gets Mohit back on strike, who's batting on a runner ball 6. So the run rate is pretty good for Trilegal. They won't be too happy with the fact that they've lost their other opener cheaply. Aditya has been really expensive today. Not the best of starts to this pre-quarterfinals for Aditya. Plays it straight to the field at covers. That's a dot, and that's the end of the over. Another good one for Trilegal. They're 31 for 1 after the end of the third. So the left armer Deepak will continue. He's coming around the wicket to Ashish. Is that a wicket? Ashish is celebrating, rather Deepak is celebrating. He was convinced that there was a nick. So was the keeper, but the umpire was unmoved. Ashish pushing it away from his body. And from the appeal, it seemed like Deepak was 100% convinced. But I think it was more of an appeal to try and deceive the umpire, but he got too highly. That's a boundary. Such a good shot. Any width on offer, he's taken full toll of it, has Ashish Pant. And he's so elegant getting onto that front foot. He doesn't commit himself too much. You know, that there's no trigger movement as such. And that's smart. That is really smart. Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler now feeling the pressure. I think he will switch to over the wicket to Ashish at least. Once again width on offer. How smart was that? Ashish moved to 33 of just 12 deliveries. A big day, pre-quarter finals. And this is a blistering start for Trilegal and Ashish in particular. So I was talking about our match officials, highly experienced umpires, both of them. Really difficult to fox them. Another well-timed stroke, but equally well fielded. Gets down, keeps it down to just one. Gets the skipper on strike. The skipper Mohit batting on 6. Walked out after the dismissal of the other opener. Trilegal are approaching their 50-run mark now in very quick time. That's a no ball. That is a no ball signal by the umpire. I think the bowler has overstepped there, and it will be a free hit delivery. So the first free hit of the day coming up. Deepak bowling that brilliant first over, but I think Ashish has put a lot of doubts in his mind. Free hit delivery. He looks for the big slog towards the onside, doesn't connect. He is nippy, is Deepak Singh. Swing and a miss straight into the wicketkeeper's gloves. So Mohit's role is pretty much defined. He knows that all he's got to do is hand back the strike to Ashish, and Ashish will look to take full toll of these power play overs. 2 more to go after this. Just missing his mark there. We'll have to reload Deepak. Now, Deepak is, he's an unusual commodity at this level. Left armour and somebody who's nippy. If there's enough moisture, he can extract some movement as well, some lateral movement. Takes it on the full. That's put away by Mohit. Couldn't take full toll of the free delivery, but this time a juicy up volley just puts bat onto ball. And that is another boundary, another big over for Trilegal. They're going along nicely. 4 overs gone. They're 45 for 1. So the first change in bowling. A spinner comes into the attack. And he was in 2 minds there, the batsman. Ashish. Jersey number 14. Amit Pal. Oh, what a shot that is. Full swing of the bat, and that's gone all the way. A maximum. Is looking solid as Ashish, and he's looking dangerous for camp. Now, Amit Pal is a star performer, the MVP for camp. He's brilliant with the ball, exceptional with the bat. I think he's one of the most hard-hitting batsmen throughout this tournament. There is a good delivery and he's been stumped. The square leg umpire has raised his finger. The batsman is not happy a bit. He's not happy at all. But he will have to walk back. Ashish Ban. Amit Pal, what a remarkable comeback this was dispatched for a six. First delivery, and he's got his revenge. Sweet revenge in the end. Trilegal have lost their second, they're 51 for 2. But what a knock that was from Ashish. Just short of his half century. And he's upset about it. Doesn't like it one bit.
हाँ अनुष्का भी आने वाली है अभी 480 बस में.
So that is why Amit Pal is such a dangerous player for the opposition. He's got the caliber to turn the game on its head. Beat with the bat, beat with the ball, almost another wicket courtesy a run out. Have to be careful there, Trilegal. Cam on top. They've got the danger man back in the hut. Vibes are positive in the Cam's camp. Nicely played away, once again puts in the dive. No pace on offer here by Amit Pal. He's a very clever operator. Varies his pace. He knows when to slow it down, when to bowl it faster, gives it the rip. Fires it in the block hole. He can bowl at any stage of the game. What an over that was. A wicket coming off it. 5 overs gone. Trilegal 51 for 2. So Sunny comes into the attack. He will be bowling the final over of the power plays. A left arm orthodox spinner, tall lanky spinner, comes into the attack, looks to fire it on the pads of the batsman. Down the leg side, good take by the keeper. That could have easily run away for a boundary. He's the tallest man on the park. Is Pravar. And he takes good advantage of that height as well. Gets that extra bit of bounce, disconcerting bounce for any batsman, especially when the length is fuller, but the ball has got that extra bit of bounce on offer. That puts you in a lot of trouble as a batsman. That's nicely played. That's in the gap. Can the fielder cut it off? He can't. That's a boundary, a welcome boundary for Trilegal. Good use of the feet. Takes it on the full and heaves it away towards long on. There were 2 fielders stationed there. This is the final over of the power play, so just 2 allowed outside the circle. So mid-on was inside the circle. He's slightly wider. So was mid-off. Nicely getting behind the line of the ball, defends it. Dot delivery. So 56 for 2 at the moment. The skipper is out there. He's the man on strike, batting on 14. Once again getting behind the line of the ball, defends it nicely. Saurabh is at the other end. He's the new man who's walked out, yet to get off the mark. Also, this is the final power play over. Quick single taken. Is that a direct hit? I think that is a direct hit, but that has run away. They'll come back for the second, courtesy overthrows. That was a direct hit, but the batsman had made it back. So Cam have been sensational in the field. They've hardly given anything away, and you can see that that's an aspect of the game that they work really hard on. You could see every single time they come onto the field before the game, the captain, the skipper, Ronak, makes sure that all his players work on their catching, work on their ground fielding, and that reflects on their performance as well. They've been one of the best. Big shout. They've been one of the best fielding units in this tournament. That was a close call, but I think the impact was outside. So that's the end of a sensational over, that a good one. That so the power plays are done and dusted. Trilegal 58 for 2. So Amit Wal will continue. Starts off with a wide. So that previous over of Amit Pal bringing Cam back into the game. That massive wicket of Ashish could be another one. Oh, that could have been another one. He was in no control of that. Gets a leading edge, almost falls safe into the lap of the fielder. Just towards his right, I believe. Would have been a big blow that for the batting team. Trilegal, they can't afford another wicket. So the skipper is well settled. Saurabh has just walked out. So Amit Pal is a campaigner who can really quickly change the course of the game. Beat with the bat, beat with the ball. Even in the previous game, we saw him. He scored a quick fire 50 of just 15 or 16 deliveries, I believe, and picked up 3 wickets. Always a delight for the captain to have these impact players. And Ashish Ban was going after the bowlers. He was going ballistic, and we were well within the power play overs. He just quicker delivery in the block hole, just works it away towards the onside. Will only be a single. So Ashish was really tearing into the bowling, and any bowler wouldn't have been 100% confident to bowl in that situation in the power plays. And here was Amit Pal who strives under such immense pressure. He was dispatched for a 6 and got his man the very next delivery. Meanwhile, another good over. Almost getting a wicket off it. 7 overs gone. Trilegal, they're 63 for 2 after the end of the 7th. So Pravar into his second bowl. A very good first over. Yes, he did go for 7 runs, but bowls are those tight lines. Another direct hit. Cam have been exceptional in the field, and it's that man Amit Pal once again guarding covers. They've really fielded like tigers out there. Have Cam. It's so entertaining to watch a good fielding unit when you have such live wires in the field, pouncing on everything. Drills it towards long on, just a single. And as a batting unit, when you're out there and you see so many direct hits, you don't take those chances when it comes to running between the wickets, because you can't afford to lose another wicket at this stage. Quicker delivery. Having said that, Trilegal have done this really well. They've taken calculated risks. They've just tapped and run. They know that it won't be easy for the fielder to run in, get down low and throw it back either at the bowler's end or to the wicket keeper. By the time, even if they throw it, by the time they can make it back pretty easily. Once again, Amit Pal doing extremely well. Getting low towards his left, making that stop because that ball was timed well. It was travelling. Another decent over being bowled by Pravar. Short this time around. There is protection in the deep. He does stop it, but they will come back for the second. No, they don't. They don't. I think Mohit was not interested to run that second. He turned him down. Drills it towards long off, gets a single. He will keep strike. That's the end of the 8th. A quiet over that. Just 5 runs coming off it. So 8th gone, Trilegal 68 for 2. Jersey number 17 into the attack. A fast bowler. Smartly guides it away towards the third man region, just using the pace of the bowler. Karan Sharma into the attack. So, if you look at the bowling lineup of Cam, They've got all their bases covered. Jersey number 17 running in once again, heaves it away towards the onside. There is protection at deep mid wicket. Keeps it down to just a single. Karan Sharma steaming in. Sat up nicely. Was short enough to be pulled, but I think it didn't quite arrive very quickly to the batsman. Had to delay his shot. He was looking for that pull shot, but they get a brace in the end. Mohit looking good. He's moved to 24 of 23 deliveries. So if you are to bowl short, I mean, in this competition, bowlers won't really look to bowl short because there's not much bounce on offer for the faster bowlers. But if you got to surprise the batsman with a short delivery, you've got to really bend your back. Jersey number 17 running in again. Once again guides it towards backward point. Chance at the non-strikers end. At no direct hit this time around. So, well, they've taken their chances when it comes to the running between the wickets. But I still feel that these have been calculated risks, as I've mentioned before. And that's good stuff because in this format of the game, you really can't afford to play too many dot deliveries. You've got to make sure that the scoreboard is continuously ticking, be it the ones, be it the twos. It's not easy to get a boundary of every single over. So what you've got to do is avoid playing dot deliveries. So final delivery of the over coming up. Looks to swing it away. Looks to swipe it towards that cow corner region. That's another dot delivery. Ninth gone. Trilegal, they're 74 for 2. So the left arm orthodox bowler will continue. Once again, they've been really smart now as far as their running between the wickets is concerned. Just a tap. Another run taken. Gets Saurabh back on strike. Saurabh batting on 5 is taking his time. He knows that Mohit at the other end is going along nicely. Pravar bowls it fuller. Another sweep. Did he get some bat on it? There was no appeal from the bowling unit as such. Pravar has been economical. I think he's holding back Amit Pal for the death here. If they get another wicket here, then Trilegal are in big trouble. But this is a nice little partnership being built by these two. They've laid the foundation. So I think we are ready to continue the heat. Yes, it's taking its toll. It's not easy to be out there in this sweltering heat, even though that could be a wicket. And that's been dropped. There was a slight break. Could be run out, and they missed a run out as well. What happened to Cam all of a sudden? Well, that should have been a catch to start off with. And then they missed a run out opportunity too. They've been so good in the field. And now two reprieves in a single delivery. He survives twice there, the batsman. Goes big. And another drop. That was hit hard straight to the mat. We're talking about the fielding standards being set by Camp. And true dropped opportunities of consecutive deliveries. Mohit, the man on strike. Mohit works it away using his wrist. Keeps it down to a single. The man coming in from long on. And he will keep strike. That's the end of the over, the halfway mark. Trilegal, they're 79 for 2, and it should be time for a drinks interval. So drinks off the field. We're ready to resume the second half of this innings. And it's been even Stevens at the moment. Trilegal, after being dropped early, they've got a partnership together. The captain Mohit batting on 27 has combined well with Saurabh. Once again, just opening the face of the bad guys away towards the offside. Gets a single. Karan will be bowling his second. Gave away 5 runs in his first over. 6 rather. Saurabh batting on 8 of 17 deliveries. The bowler running in. Goes big. Long on. Cannot get to it because it has gone over the ropes. That is such a good shot by Saurabh. He's decided that he's had enough. He needs to shift gears, and that's exactly what he's done. A clean stroke over long on. There was a fielder position there. It was a risky shot, but he had the confidence in himself. He knew that if he had timed it well enough, he could clear the fence easily. I think they're still trying to retrieve the ball.
हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को
So I think we've got the ball back. So Saurabh moves to 14. Karan, he will look to continue. Trilegal 86 for 2 at the moment. This is a nice little partnership that has come up for them at a good time as well. Hurried onto that one. Just tucks it away off his pads. Plays it towards mid wicket. Gets a single. Trilegal 87 for 2 at the moment. Just a push towards the cover region. Gets one more run. Another single taken there. So Saurabh has understood his role in this partnership, and he's put it away on his pads, just using the pace of the bowler right into the gap towards the deep backward square leg region. That's a poor delivery to start off with, bowling on the pads of a well set batsman. Saurabh, yes, initially he did take his sweet time. He knew that Mohit at the other end was going along nicely, and the partnership was very important to their team. They needed to stitch together a partnership because another wicket at that stage would have resulted in Trilegal being bundled out for a modest total. So now this is a platform for the batsman to come. A single, he will keep strike. A good over that for the batting team. They're 93 for 2 after the end of the 11th. So Amit Pal, he's been brought back into the attack and he's been taken to the cleaners first up. Now they've started to accelerate. 99 for 2 at the moment. They were reeling at one stage. And Saurabh, how quickly has he amped up his strike rate? It's in excess of 100. At one point of time, it was barely 30. He's moved to 26 of just 22. Amit Pal to continue. That's a good comeback. He's a champion player, is Amit Pal. Quicker, flatter, turning into the right-handed batsman, staying low as well. What a fighter he is, Amit Pal. Never backs down from a fight. Every single time he's put under pressure, gives a solid comeback. So Saurabh, who is looking dangerous, has to depart. Good knock. The sensible knock comes to an end. Trilegal, they're 99 for 3. And Amit Pal doing what he does the best, putting the opposition under a lot of trouble. So really, if you look at Amit Pal and his stats, what a phenomenal cricketer he is. What a player he is. You know, initially after the toss, he didn't have his jersey. So, you know, we all were thinking that he is the MVP for Cam. Is he being rested for this all-important pre-quarter final game, or is he carrying an injury or something? It turned out that, you know, his jersey was just arriving. He didn't carry his jersey, so it arrived and he quickly had it on. And just a couple of minutes before play started, he put his jersey on, jumped onto the field, and here he is doing what he does best. He's such a threat for any opposition. You know, now since we are in the business end of the tournament, after this the quarterfinals would be played. So teams would be eyeing for him. They'd be looking to chalk out plans for every big game player from individual teams. And he's not done yet. He's got another over after this and he will come out to bat as well. So that's another challenge that Trilegal will be facing. Heaves it away towards the onside. That's a good shot to finish the over. Very well played. The new man Ayush gets his first boundary. 100 up as well for Trilegal. So 12th gone. A wicket coming off that over. They're 103 for 3 after the 12th. So the leggy comes into the attack. Ashwarja bowling his first over. And I was really wondering that he wasn't used today. He's being brought in pretty late after the 13th over, the leg spinner. He waited for that. I waited long, almost an eternity. Ayush turns it away towards the onside, gets a single, gets Mohit back on strike. Once again, tossing it up nicely. Did he get an edge on it? I went over the keeper's head. He did put in the leap, looking to catch the ball, but went way over his head. So they've sneaked a single. Waits for it on the back foot, rocks back, transfers his weight, puts it away in style. It was a loosener, rank up. Easy six, especially for a well-settled batsman. He had enough time. Aishwarya is not really quick through the air. So when you're that slow, it becomes really easy for any batsman to pick you off his back foot. When you're bowling at that sort of a length, he can just wait for it and put you over the fence. That's a complete no-no. Can't bowl that. That's a sin almost in this format of the game. It's much better. Turns it away using his wrist towards the deep backward square leg region. Good cricket that by Mohit. And what a controlled innings this has been from the skipper himself. Oh, was that another nick? The reaction suggests that he got some bat on it. Misfield again by the fielder at third man. They've come back for the second. 2 more runs taken. Final delivery of the over coming up. This has been a good over for the batting team. Not the best of starts for Aishwarya with the ball. Again, delicate. Late dab towards short third man. Now the single, he will keep strike. Good over, 12 runs coming off it. 13 gone. A Trilegal 115 for 3. So Amit Pal will be bowling out. This is his final over. He would love to pick up another wicket. So we've just come back from all the festivities, and we've started with the pre-quarter finals. SNA were the first team to head into the quarterfinals. They won their game against Emerald. That was the first game from ground number 2. And these two teams are vying a spot in that quarterfinals. What a tournament this has been. This is the 15th edition of the Sylph Turf Cricket League 2023. Absolutely brilliant tournament. 32 teams fighting it out against each other, and that's hit straight down the ground. These two, at the moment, it's a contest between these two. Who will join S&A from here at ground number 2? Will be featured in the quarters. That's sharp work from the keeper. Really smart. Threw the balls, deflected the balls towards the bails, but I think the batsman never left the crease. Ayush batting on 14. Amit Pal, even though he's picked up 2 wickets, is according to his own standards, he's been slightly more expensive. So Trilegal would be looking at a total anywhere around 160 to 170. They'll be happy in that particular zone. Plays it straight to the mid-wicket fielder. Ayush has walked out. He's looking good. Mohit, the skipper, is looking good too. The rest sweeper cover should be just a one. It is just a single in the end. So he will keep strike. 14th over gone. Trilegal 122 for 3. So 6 overs remain. And the left arm orthodox spinner, he will bowl out. Once again, the batsman looking for the bit slog swing towards the onside. Prawar has given away 17 runs. This is his final over. Ayush is the man on strike. He's batting on 15. After this, just 5 more overs to go. They've got eight. They've got rather 7 wickets in hand. That's a good delivery. Fuller in length. Yorker takes that out. The batsman plays it towards mid-off. Gets one more run. Gets Mohit back on strike. Batting on 39. Will he be the first half centurion of this game? Ashish, what a start he provided to his team. He was really unhappy when he was adjudged stumped. And Cam, after being so good in the field, in these later stages, they've been slightly sloppy. At the moment, Trilegal are 124 for 3. Looks to heave it away towards the onside. Again, no shout as such from the bowling unit for an LBW. And as I've mentioned this a zillion times, it's really difficult for us to assess from the angle we are sitting at for where the ball is heading towards. Goes big. That's in the gap, but it didn't need to be because that has gone way over the boundary ropes. 6 runs. Trilegal have definitely got their eye towards that 180 run mark. They're looking good here. Ayush is well set, so is the captain Mohit. Final delivery of Pravar's spell. The run rate has picked up too. The Cam bowlers under a lot of pressure. Final delivery. Quicker, flatter outside the off stump. No run. That's the end of Pravar's quota of 4 overs. 15th gone. And Trilegal, they're 130 for 3. They've got a very good launch pad here. Good platform set for the lower order to come in and smash some big boundaries. So the left arm quick bowler is back into the attack. 5 overs remain. Ayush and Mohit out there. Mohit is the man on strike. He's coming around the wicket, cramping the batsman for any room. Was once again looking to delicately work it away towards the third man region using the pace of the bowler. Gets an under edge and still gets a single. Nevertheless, Ayush back on strike. So Trilegal going along nicely, and they would be really disappointed if they get anything less than 170 from here, but anything in excess of 180 should be a very good total. But having said that, Cam are a very powerful batting unit. They've got some real power hitters. Their skipper comes out on top, and he likes to dominate from the word go. And then comes Amit Pal low down the order, probably at times in the middle. Cam likes him to finish things off and finish things off quickly. So if he gets going, then they are in big trouble, because he pipes up a storm with a bat. He's so dangerous. If you don't get his wicket initially, you're in a lot of trouble as a bowling unit, because he can score runs and he scores them quickly as well. Excellent commitment by the bowler in his follow through. Gets to it, makes sure that they don't take a single. So Trilegal have their work cut out. 180 should and would be definitely on their minds. And they're in a very good position as well after this 24 legal deliveries to go. So the score is already 133, 7 wickets in hand. These two are well set. And what a knock this has been by the skipper. He's playing a captain's knock in the all-important pre-quarter finals. Goes big, goes through the onside. Another massive shot. He relishes that region. That's not the first time he's eyed that particular cow corner region. And we've spoken about this fact as well, that that's a natural swing, that's a natural arc of a right-hander when he has to just free his hands and go for that big massive swing of the bat. Even for the left-hander, it's when you talk about a bat swing, bat comes from the right. It swings almost like a pendulum-like swing. Comes from right to left. So since your stance is towards the onside, you tend to swing. That's where you can generate the most amount of power from your body. You look to heave it away towards the onside. Move. Get rid of your front foot and just heave it away. Meanwhile, a single. That's the end of the 16th. Trilegal are 140 for 3 with just 4 more overs to go. So Karan back into the attack. The final 4 overs. That is unfortunate. That was really well bowled. That might trickle away towards the boundary ropes. Brilliant fielding effort by the fielder. Puts in the dive. I think that's a boundary. But a very good effort. Valiant effort by the fielder. Coming in from third man. Brilliant commitment. That's what these warriors do. Yeah, time and again we have to remind you that these are not seasoned cricketers. They're professional lawyers. They've trained particularly hard for this tournament, and look They've put their bodies on the line for their teams, for their respective teams. This is exactly what we talk about, the commitment of each player. This is what this tournament means for them.
कहाँ है भाई तुम्हारे हेडफोन्स कहाँ है पहनो ना
Trilegal 144 for 3. They're approaching the 150 run mark. That could be the 150 run mark. It is! Over long or what a way to bring up the 150 for your team. Again, having a free swing of the bat, and Ayush has really surprised everybody. He's just come out, he's looked comfortable from ball one. Brings up the 150 for the team in style.
सुनता हूँ ना भूल जाता हूँ क्या बोल रहा था
40 of just 23. That's exactly what I meant by a Trilegal being a well blended together team. You look at individual performances and when you plan out teams, for example, we saw that game S&A. Now S&A, if you are to face S&A, I'm just giving you an example. That's excellent running between the wickets, brilliant stuff, and almost they pick up a third as well. But in the end, I think he had his back turned against the striker. So, if you are as an opposition, if you are to play S&A, you would be targeting how to get rid of Jatin Kapoor, how to negotiate him, even as a bowler, as an opening batsman, because it's another thing that it's an added advantage that he's a left-hander, so brings in those angles as well as a batsman. But he's been a star player for S&A, and he's done the bulk of the scoring as well. So that's how you plan for your opposition. But when it comes to Trilegal, every single player, I mean, it's all about the day. I mean, any player could fail on a given day, and the other just rises up to the occasion. So it's a well blend 11, playing 11. They play as a team. Every individual comes out, performs, does his bit, the rules are defined, I believe, and that's what makes this team so special. Once again, brilliant effort by the fielder at sweeper cover. So Cam have blown a bit hot and cold in the field. There have been instances of brilliance from the Cam fielders, but then they've been slightly sloppy here and there as well. So good stuff. 17th over, another good over for Trilegal. They're 154 for 3 with 3 more overs to go. The question is, can they get to 180?
होगा आएगा सब खाली हो गया देखो अभी पेट्रोल की घाटी हो जाएगी मैंने दोनों कटोरी खा गया वहाँ पे आपकी वाली बात
So Deepak is back. He'll be bowling out his final over. Picked up a very good wicket first up, but ever since he's been slightly expensive. And according to his own standards, that is, he's given away 29 runs his final over. Can he finish it off well? Is that inside the tram line? Yes, it is. Just inside the tram line. Smart bowling that.
just bowling out of the reach of the batsman. Ayush, for a moment, would have thought that it might be signalled a wide. The Mohit is the batsman on strike. Now, both these batsmen in their 40s. And if you compare these knocks, they've been very different from each other. Mohit has looked to build partnerships from one end. Initially he was stroking the ball, free-flowing innings that he started off with, and later when he lost a partner, he decided to go for the singles. And Ayush, meanwhile, he was slightly sedate to start off with, and then after say 6 to 8 deliveries, he started to play his strokes, and what a stroke that is! Innovation at its best. A boundary. How well has he executed that? Now, last time around, I was talking about the fact that we haven't seen too many ramp shots, especially considering the fact that a lot of teams have preferred to operate without a fine leg, or maybe a fine leg is really wide. But that was really well controlled. That was really well played. The execution was perfect, and that's something that was a void. People didn't try that. People were reluctant to play those strokes. Even the sweeps, we spoke about Jatin Kapoor in the first game. He's somebody who really likes to sweep. So we haven't seen too many sweep shots, but that was a very smart shot, that ramp shot, just using the pace of the bowler. It's a big gap if you look there. A deep backward square leg fielder. He's near the ropes. And then there's nobody at fine leg. Once again, they haven't put anyone there. So 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. There is a sweeper cover who's slightly standing towards the deep extra cover region. Works it away towards the cover region, gets a single. There's a long off, there's a long on, there's a deep mid wicket, there's a deep backward square as well. And then nobody at fine leg. Ayush now the man on strike, batting on 44. At the other end is Mohit, who's approaching a personal milestone. What a captain's knock this has been. So a dot to finish the 18th. A good over that for the batting team. They're 161 for 3 with 2 more overs to go.
देखता हूँ मैं थोड़ी देर में बता दूंगा पहले ये हो रहा है पहले ये कर रहे हो
ये नहीं कर रहा, बचा रहा हूँ।
आपकी
दूसरी क्या है?
उंगली आपकी थोड़ी वैसे कर पे हमारी ऐसी है तो आपकी थोड़ी
हाँ मेरी टेढ़ी है।
टेढ़ी
ये भी टेढ़ी है।
इसको रख लो किसी गिलास टाइप
ये कितना भी मुड़ जाएगा।
इसका क्या पीछे नहीं जाता ना
ऐसे नहीं जाता। ये उंगली इसमें कोई दबाव भी देना में कुछ होगा नहीं।
हमारा मोड़ दे
So the penultimate over. I think, there was another delivery remaining in that 18th over. The batsman just pushes it away towards long off. Will get a single and will keep strike. That's the end of the 18th. Trilegal are 161 for 3 with 2 more overs to go now. Yes, the umpire realizing it that Deepak was one short. Just 5 deliveries had been bowled. So 12 legal deliveries remain now.
ऐसे दो माइक में बोलो तो
So now start of the penultimate over. The right arm quick bowler comes back into the attack. He's been guilty of bowling slightly shorter. You know, he's preferred to bowl that short of length deliveries on a number of occasions. Starts off with a wide. That's not the ideal start when you're bowling the penultimate over. Goes straight down the ground. That's a good looking stroke, but long off should cut it off. Keeps it down to just a single. Karan Sharma bowling his final over. Another bowler who's been expensive today. Mohit back on strike, batting on 47. Looks to heave it away towards the onside. Wrapped on the pads. They will sneak a single. That's where Trilegal have been exceptional. I think in this innings, this is the best running between the wickets that I've seen throughout this tournament. They've been so committed with their running between the wickets. You know, even initially when that partnership was growing, that fourth wicket partnership, Mohit and his partner, they were just tapping and running. That's unheard of in this tournament. That just tells you that the energy levels of these players, it's on a different level. Both the batsmen batting on 47 apiece. This is the penultimate over. Just one more over to go after this. Both of them approaching their milestone, a personal milestone that is. Swing and a miss. Good delivery that. Another couple of deliveries to go. That's a good shot. That is safe as well. No chance for sweeper cover. Who will try but will fail to cut that down. A boundary, and what a way to bring up your half century. Skipper playing his role to perfection. What a knock this has been. They required a special innings, and that's exactly what is delivered for his team. Setting the example from the front, leading from the front. 51 of just 43. Final delivery. Karan steaming in. Goes hard at it again. That would be another boundary. 4 more runs. What a way to finish the over. Finishes with a flourish. 170 up for Trilegal. They're 173 for 3 after 19. One final over to go. Ayushman will be the man on strike. He's batting on 47. So this is the final over. 180 definitely on the cards. They'd be looking for 190. Anything in excess of 180, 185, that should be ideally a safe total. He's such a selfless cricketer, is Ayush, and in the end he's come back for the second, and that is a third in it as well. That's 50 up for Ayush. He acknowledges the fact, raises his bat to his teammates. What a knock this has been. 50 of just 31 deliveries. There was a need for somebody to play attacking cricket, to take the attack to the opposition, and that's exactly what he's done, Ayush. I've mentioned it that it was a subdued start, but once he got going, there was no looking back. Just away from the fielder. That will be another boundary. It's going from bat to verse for Camp. 180 up for Trilegal. I think now definitely they'd be looking for 190. Definitely they should be looking for 190. This is already a big total on the board. Now that's what happens in an all important game. You win the toss, you elected to bat first, and when you've got the runs on the board, the pressure is always on the team chasing, because the opposition has already made the runs, and straight to the mat. That's a sharp catch. Low full toss, hits it straight to him. That ball was travelling. It was a very sharp catch, but the captain, he's done his job. He goes for 59. What a knock this turned out to be. Trilegal, they've lost their fourth. They're 180 for 4.
ये लगाया क्या लेकिन भाई फटके मत दबाना गलती से सकी मर जाएगी नहीं लगाया क्या लेकिन ये मशीन है नहीं जब क्वालिटी के लिए अच्छा अच्छा वो अच्छा अच्छा ओके समझ गए मेरे को मैं वही लगा मैंने कहा यार ना यहाँ पे 4 सेटअप लग रहा एक मैंने कहा यार एक कैमरे में क्या स्विच कर रहा है बंदा कुछ नहीं कर रहा है इससे क्वालिटी आती है समझ गया.
So the new man walks out to the middle, Jitendra. He packs a punch. Can he get going from ball one? He can! That's a monstrous hit. Over long on. What a way to start your innings. He's a special candidate to come out in the last over. Even in the previous few games, we've seen this big hitting prowess of Jitendra. He doesn't need any sighters. Gets going from ball number 1. What a shot as well. Talk about confidence. Talk about the swing of the bat. Talk about timing. Everything perfect. Go straight. Is that another one? Yes, it is. This time through long off. For a moment, the fielder standing at long off thought he was in action, but not to be. Score moves into the 190s now. Cam, they are feeling the pressure. What an innings this is turning out to be. Jitendra, 2 sixes of 2 deliveries. Looks for the third. That one staying just a bit low. That goes straight into the keeper's gloves. I think that's the end of the innings. Yes, it is. So Trilegal finish with 192 on the board, which means that Cam required to chase down 193 in their quota of 20 overs. This should be an exciting run chase. Remember, this is for a place in the quarter-finals. So we'll be back as soon as the players walk out for the run chase.
साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट. जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट। साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 दर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन
So the players are on the field. 193 is the target for camp. Cyril, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They need to chase down 193 in their stipulated 20 overs if they are to reach the quarterfinals. One of these two teams will be eliminated today in this tournament. Will be an uphill toss this. Trilegal will be buoyed because they've got the runs on the board. And it's definitely an uphill task for Cab. Both the openers out there. Jersey number 100 will be bowling the first over. Talking about the field, yes, we are within the power play overs. There is a sweeper cover. I reckon he's the only man outside the 30-yard circle. In fact, fine leg is also near the boundary ropes. So the batsman just having a look at the fielder set for him. So here we go, first delivery. 193 is the target. The bowler steaming it. That's nicely guided away, threading the gap. What a start this is. Just like in the first innings, the batsman has started off with a boundary. And that's neatly done as well. Width on offer. All he had to do was use the pace of the bowler, threads the gap nicely. It's a good start by Prawar. Prawar and Shwarja
The opening batsman this time plays it straight back to the bowler. No chance of a run. That's a dot delivery. So, Cam, if any team can do this, can chase this down, it is going to be Cam, because they have a powerhouse batting lineup straight down the ground. Another good shot. They've got some quality batsmen. Does Cam. That's it straight down the ground. So they are not a team who will back down from a fight. So Trilegal have their work cut out. Remember, 16 runs were conceded in the first over that Cam bowled. And this is somewhat a similar start. Pravar has hit 2 boundaries. Oh, that's another good one through the onside this time. He's showcasing his full range. First, dabbing it away towards the square, then straight down the ground, this time towards cow corner, 3 boundaries. And we are just getting started. This is the ideal start for Cam. This really should be an interesting run chase. 12 already of the first over. 2 more deliveries to go. Pravar batting on 12. He hits it all along the ground and misfield. That's another boundary. Our Trilegal feeling the pressure here. The heat is on them, and Cam have started off on a very positive note. This is exactly what they wanted from their openers, to go for it, to chase the leather. That was hit hard. Fielder standing at mid-off got down, but just burst through his fingers. Nice, he defends it. Would you believe it? The same start that Trilegal got, 16 runs of the first over. That's a positive start to a run chase. So jersey number 11 will be sharing the new ball with jersey number 100. Ketan will be bowling his first. Ashwarja will be facing his first delivery. Slightly on the shorter length, but that didn't bounce as much as Ashwarja thought it might. Plays it straight back to the bowler. Starts off with the dot delivery, does Ketan. And Ketan is a very good operator with the new ball. He's such a vital cog in this team. Operates with the new ball, operates with the older ball as well. He's such a sensible player. Keep things simple, keeps it tidy, keeps it straightforward, just like that. And not the longest of run-ups. Is called whippy action. That quickly travelled into the gloves of the keeper. The batsman did try to work it away towards the offside. Swing and a miss. That's through the offside. That's nicely played. Plays it towards sweeper cover. Gets a single, is off the mark. Here's Ashwarja. Gets Pravar back on strike. Jersey number 11. He's running in. Short of a length once again. He's quickly assessing the length. Gets another single. Pravar moves to 17. Ashwarya. He's back on strike.
Short of a length again. He's working that length pretty well. He's hitting that consistently, but also the ball is staying slightly lower than expected, and that's what you expect. This is the fourth innings on this particular pitch. It tends to only get lower as the day progresses. That's nicely played away by the batsman. Excellent shot, Shwarja. He gets his first boundary, and that was such a gracious shot. Elegant, and closes the over on a good note. 22 for no loss after the second out camp. Aishwarya is another player who takes a few deliveries to get going, but once he does get going, he's a big threat to any opposition. And you've already seen the start that Pravar has provided. Pravar got going from the onset. So Ashish, he opens the batting, he opens the bowling as well. What a player to have in your team. Gives his 100% every single time. He wasn't pleased one bit when he was judged stumped by the umpire. Goes big, long on. No chance for him. That was way over his head. Pravar taking on the bowling of Trilegal. And he's looking solid. It's looking threatening. This is only the start. More firepower to come in. They've got a long batting order. And they've got some really powerful hitters down the order as well. The captain is yet to arrive at the crease. Amritpal. They've got a lot of batting firepower. Slow through the air. Could be a chance. Oh, that was a tough chance. But a chance nevertheless. That's been put down. You saw Cam in the field blew hot and cold. There were some sloppy attempts, but at times they were very good in the field. Looks to guide it away towards the third man region, straight to that fielder. Pravar has quickly moved to 24. That's been tapped on the patch. Should be out. It is out. Straightforward decision. Angling in. That was hitting the middle of middle. I mean, it was a very straightforward decision for the umpire. That looked plump from the onset. So Cam have been rocked. They've lost their first. Aishwarya goes for 5 and they're 29 for 1.
गुड़गांव से भी कितने किलोमीटर आ गए हो? 20। गुड़गांव मैं बस में जाता हूँ ना गुड़गांव से, तो मेरे को लगता है 1 घंटा। मतलब कितना किलोमीटर है गुड़गांव से? गाड़ी से जाओगे तो 15 मिनट। 15 मिनट? बस 15 से 20 मिनट। बाहर लाओ ना गाड़ी को। उड़ा के लाओ।
So Pranav is the new batter who walks out to the middle. Ashish provided his team a very brisk start and now is getting the job done with the ball in his hands. He's provided the first wicket to his team as well. Pranav, the new batsman, couldn't quite get underneath that one. That was fuller, almost a Yorker length delivery. Squeezes it out straight back to the bowler. A successful over that. A wicket coming off it. 3 overs gone. They're 29 for 1 cam. So jersey number 11 bowling the 4th over. That's again nicely worked away towards the third man region. Digs that out. The tall man kites it away towards third man. Gets another single. Pranav on strike. Pranav is yet to get off the mark. That's a fuller length delivery once again. Ketan gave away just 6 runs in his first over. That's a that that would be called a good over in the context of the game. Once again, the batsman just getting rid of his front foot, turns it away towards the onside. One more run. Prawar, what a start he has provided to his team. Blistering start this. 25 of just 11 now, most 26. They've got to fire from both ends because this is a big total. So they've got to apportion the attack at both ends. He looked for it, did Pranav. Looks to swing it away towards the offside, swing and a miss straight into the keeper's gloves. So it won't be easy. See, Prawar came out, Ashish came out, and from the very word go, they got off to a blazing start. But it's not easy for every single batsman to come out. You know, we saw Ashish when he came out. I beg your pardon, rather Ayush when he came out. He started off slowly, but once he got his eye in, then there was no looking back. He batted with a strike rate in excess of 180, and he maintained that. That's wrapped on the pads, but there was, I think, some inside edge on that one. Not too sure, but that was definitely travelling down leg side. Can't be given out. Very good over that by Ketan. An economical one. 4th gone. Cam, they're 32 for 1 after the end of that. So Ashish will continue, and that's nicely driven away. Good effort by the fielder standing at covers. He's definitely saved a boundary there because that ball was travelling, and that was travelling quickly towards the boundary ropes. That's in the air, and I think he missed just that one. For a moment, he thought it was coming straight to him standing at mid-on, but then he realized it was going over his head. I think if he had just that one slightly earlier, he could have taken a few steps backwards and pounced that. Would have been a big wicket that. So Pranav gets his first boundary. Has been dropped over pads again, and this time the umpire, I think he's raised his finger, has he? Yes, he has. That's a wicket. He actually raised his left hand, so that's why we were not too sure if he had actually raised his finger or not. But that is a massive wicket. What that does is that brings the skipper out to the middle. So Pranav didn't get going. He's disappointed. He gets a boundary, but gets out. Goes for 5. Cam, they're 37 for 2, and then had a bit of trouble. So Hashish has picked up his second, and now Ronak is out there. Ronak Dillon, the captain of Cam. He's a classical batsman. He's good all round the wicket. Prefers the offside, and he looks so elegant playing through that offside, but he looks equally good towards the onside as well, just like that. What a good shot. So he's a batsman who will take these calculated risks. He's a classical batsman, but you can vouch for him at any stage of the game. He plays according to the situation. His game awareness is second to none. And he's started on a positive note. Oh, wonderfully played. Wonderfully done that. Takes it on the full, sweeps it. That's what awareness means in your game. You have to be. It's not always slam bang. You have to pick your spots. You have to pick your pockets. There are vacant spaces. See, at times there would be times when you go for the big shots down the ground. You think that you can clear the fielder, but what if you don't time that well? Time it as good as you think you can. Say the bowler does something. The ball comes slowly off the pitch. The bowler bowls a slower paced delivery. The bat just turns in your hands. You lose your balance. So that is a risk you could be holed out. But when you know the field inside out, just like what Ronak did there, that was a very safe shot. He knew that there was a big vacant gap there. All he had to do was get some bat on it. He got low, swept it nicely. Once again, we're seeing that fielding teams, they don't really like to operate with fine leg. And just as I say that, a fine leg comes in. But Pravar will be facing the first delivery of the final power play over Ketan. He's bringing it in. He's given away just 9 runs off his 2 overs so far. It's been really economical. And I really like that the length he's looking for here as a bowler. As I said, that's a quality of this Trilegal team. They don't come across as flashy individuals. They keep it very simple, very straightforward, but it's effective as a team. They play as a combined 11. They play as a team. That's their stronghold. Ronak batting on 8. .147 required of 88. That is the equation. That's nicely done. Works it away towards sweeper cover. Just a single. So they found it difficult to score against Ketan because of that length, I believe. Eh? Shot again. Good shot. That sweeper cover should cut it off. He does. Does really well using his feet. That was hit hard. That was hit firm. Another single meanwhile gets Ronak back on strike. That's just turned away towards the mid-wicket region. Gets another single. So against Ketan, they've been dealing in singles. Final delivery of the over coming up. Ketan to Pravar. Goes big. Goes towards the extra cover region. What a beautiful stroke that is. Pravar moves into the 30s. What a way to finish the power play overs and to bring up your half century as well. 53 for 2 after 6 are camp and they're going along nicely.
डिफॉर्मिटी है ना मतलब कमजोरी है ना या उसके बर्थ में कुछ हड्डी वड्डी में कुछ चटक पटक तो नहीं पता नहीं क्या हुआ इन्हें है ना इसके बाद भी बेचारा रोज आता है प्रैक्टिस करने इनको बहुत स्कोप है इनके ज़्यादा स्कोप इनको आप ही सोच रहे कि ये वो है अरे ये तो मजे के लिए खेल रहे हैं ना इनका तो वो नहीं कह रहा मैं इनमें भी ऐसे बंदे तो 1 करोड़ है और ऐसे बंदे 2 लाख तो इनमें करोड़ों में से लाख छाट ले तो इनमें लाख में से 2 बंदे छाट ले पता तो इसमें से जल्दी आते हैं इसमें से काफी ढूंढने पड़ते हैं क्या कर सकते हैं एक बंदा है ठीक है वो बॉलिंग करता है फील्ड कैसे करेगा भाई तो बॉल आ रही है उछल जाएगा ये एक फास्ट बॉल करता है एक पैर उठाइए भाई ना यहाँ होगा तो वहाँ नहीं होगा
So YPS into the attack. Spin being introduced. That's a wide. The off spinner comes into the attack. That's down the leg side. We'll have to re-bowl that one. A free run given away to Cab. That's wrapped on the pads. A huge out. I think he had. That was bat first. It was a very big appeal by the bowling team. YPS bowling his first over just after the power plays. Waits for it, looks to cut it away towards that square region. Swing and a miss. So even Ronak finding it difficult to score now. It's the scoreboard pressure. I think one of the middle of the bat and he would be up and running once again. He's hit 2 beautiful boundaries already. This time nicely getting on top of the bounce, works it away towards sweeper cover, gets another single, and time and time again we've talked about the fact that run scoring does become difficult as the ball gets older, softer. There is enough wear and tear. The spinners do get some help off the deck, and it's very difficult to play cross-batted strokes. You know, you don't get enough power. You have to generate your own power when you're hitting the big strokes, and the big strokes are the need of the hour at the moment, and that is why Especially in the second game, batting first is a very good option. Even in the first game, I beg your pardon. You know, it's a good option until and unless you reckon there's a lot of moisture on the deck. But because there is not much grass on the surface, you can be rest assured that the seamers won't come into play. That's nicely done. And very few batsmen have preferred to play the sweep shot throughout this tournament, and Ronak is one of them. We talk about Jatin. He was playing the first game, and he's one of those batsmen who really loves to play the sweep shot. And Ronak now, we've spoken about the fact that he's such a classical player. He gets down and plays the sweep shot, and, and he's such an elegant looking batsman on both sides of the ground. He's got all the shots in the book. He's really a team man. He's the go-to man as far as Cam are concerned. He's more like a life coach to them. And then, you know, helps that he's the captain. So 7 overs gone. Cam are 61 for 2. 132 more required of the next 13 overs. Experience है भाई. So start of a fresh over. Jersey number 17. Mohit brings himself on. What a knock he played today. Plays it towards long on. Gets a single. So Cam have to ensure that every single over from here on they get at least one boundary. They can't afford to just tap it over, get singles, and probably after the 15th over or the 14th over they need one big over. One big over to give them the belief to set a platform, because they've got a lot of big hitting players coming down the order. I think Cam are saving Amit Pal because his role is defined. He's the dasher of this team. He knows his role. He's out there only to make a difference in the last few overs. He would play say 20-22 deliveries, hit a quick fire 50, quick fire 60. Again turns it away towards deep backward square. He'll come back for the second. Brilliant running between the wickets. Nicely done. Turns it around off his hips. Quickly comes back. The call was accurate and they were very clear. And that is why I mentioned the fact that Ronak is a pure batsman. He thinks like a batsman. He moves to 19 and he's a classical one at it. Power started off on a bright note. He's really taken his foot off the pedal for a while now, but I know what his idea is. His idea is to stitch together a partnership with his captain, stay out there till the very end. You can take a leaf out of what Mohit and Ayush did
in the middle of that tri-legal innings. They provided the perfect launch pad for the lower order. And if these two can hang out there till say the 15th over or so, then Cam are in business because, as I've mentioned, they've got a lot of batting firepower coming in. Tri-legal in big trouble then. Yes, you've got the runs on the board, but Cam, you never count them out as a team. They're so strong, especially in the back end of an innings. Looks to make room. Good use of the depth of the crease. Turns it away towards the offside, towards covers, gets another single. He will keep strike. That's the end of the eighth. Cam, they're 69 for 2 after the eighth over. So IPS will continue. And the off spinner Yogesh bowling his second. Gave away 8 runs in his first. And Ronak just taps it away towards the mid wicket region. Gets Pravar back on strike. They're going along nicely, these two. I know as a partnership deepens, and there is a wicket. And a big one as well. Pravar had to go for it. They were eyeing for a big stroke. And he's been cleaned up. Stumping a quick one. Was off in a flash. The wicket keeper. It's smart bowling. Tosses it up for the batsman, inviting him to play the big shot. Beaten in the air, the batsman. And the wicketkeeper was just waiting for it. Collects the ball. Gets rid of the bails, and no chance Pravar could make it back. But a good knock comes to an end. Cam have lost their third. They're 70 for 3.
वही मैं सोच रहा था, हाँ ये तो प्रोफेशनल.
So the new batsman walks out to the middle. Jizan is the new batsman. Jizan Riaz walks out to the middle. So Yogesh has been bowling smartly. Reaps the reward for it. What a delivery that was. Smart thinking by the bowler. Quicker through the air. That one stayed low. That was very quick. That was a close call as well.
We'll check the replays. Oh, what happened there? What transpired there? Batsman Jizan was not happy with himself. Oh, that was close. The only question is where the impact was. Very difficult to make that out. But I think the only question really was the impact. Another couple of deliveries to go in this over. Has been such a good one from YPS. That is an excellent stroke, but straight to the man who takes a stunning catch. Falls over in the process. And look at him. He's celebrating in style. Jersey number 17. Jizan has to go. He goes without opening his account. And Cam have lost their fourth. What a catch that was. That was travelling quick. Travelling straight to him. Didn't move an inch. And after he takes that bump, decides to do some yoga. Decides to meditate. So one brings two for YPS. Cam, they're in trouble now. It's 70 for 4.
फिर ऑन होने में टाइम लगता है तुम्हारा माइक म्यूट का भी तो बटन नहीं है
So the new batsman is Amit Pal, who walks out to the middle. A dangerous batsman. I'd say if teams are looking out for any particular player, watch out for this man. Look at that strike rate. His career strike rate is 187.12. He packs a punch and just doesn't hit sixes. Clears boundary ropes and clears grounds with relative ease. Looks to cut it away towards the offside. Extra bit of bounce. Signal to wide. Amit Pal hits it straight to long off. Gets a single, will keep strike. A wicket, in fact 2 wickets coming in that over. 9th gone. Cam, they're 72 for 4. So this is a fight to seal a spot in the quarterfinals. Amit Pal is the man on strike. Oh, he was looking to push at it. Straight into the keeper's gloves. He's standing up to the stumps, is the wicket keeper. Mohit Goes back to his bowling mark. Ready to run in again. On the pads of Amitpal, who works it away nicely. It's nicely using the pace of the bowler. That's a good boundary. Very well hit. Well, it's not only about the power, he's got the deft touch as well. He's such a complete batsman. Loves to use his wrists as well. And that's the reason why Cam blindly trust him lower down the order. They've used him as a finisher mostly. Look at that timing. He's hit it so hard straight to the fielder. And they've taken on the spinner. I think the best two batsmen for Cam are out there at the moment in the middle. And this is a big run chase. 116 more required. After this, just 10 more overs to go. So if anybody can overcome this pressure, it's these two. They won't be overawed by this situation because they've bailed their team out of such troubles in the past as well. Ronak works it away towards long on, gets another single, gets Amitpal back on strike. We should have a drinks break after this over. Amitpal plays that very late, just under his eye line, using his wrist, turns it away towards the onside, gets one more run. I count these all deliveries as sighters for Amitpal. And Ronak knows that he needs to take this game deep if they are to win this one. He wants to stay out there till the very end. Turns it away towards the backward square leg region, gets a single. That's the end of the over at the halfway mark. Cam, they're 80 for 4. Should be time for the final drinks break of the day.
स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी।
So we're done and dusted with the final drinks break of the day. Should be an interesting run chase. There's 6 wickets in hand. You'd have to say Trilegal are way ahead in this game at this stage, but never count out Camp. Especially with these two out there. I'd go on and say that these two are the best batsmen from the Cam team at the moment. The captain is out there, Amit Pal is out there. Both of them pack a punch. So a leg spinner into the attack. Ronak just punches it straight to covers. They're running for everything. It's another area we saw that Trilegals excelled. They were very aggressive when it came to running between the wickets. They ran for everything, literally everything. YPS has bowled well. That's a good shot. That's what Amit Pal does. Hits it straight, hits it well, hits it powerfully. If you don't contain this man early, then he can run a riot. Just short of a boundary ropes. The fielder from long off quickly getting to it. Gets a hand to it, I believe, but couldn't stop the ball from rolling away towards the boundary ropes. He will take on the spinner, Amit Pal. Nicely tossed up, goes again. That's will fall safe. Will they come back for the second? Easily they do. They just breeze through for a brace. It's something that Amit Pal doesn't really like, doesn't really to push himself as far as running between the wickets is concerned. He believes in those big sixes and boundaries. He's got his eye in, and now he'll be looking to play his strokes. He will target a particular bowler. But I'm sure that sense would prevail because Ronak is at the other end. The captain, he will be guiding Amit Pal, and he will be telling him that we've got to take this game deep. See, after the 16th over, all hells will break loose. But Amit Pal continues to plunder the runs. You know, if you give him looseners like that, he will feast on them. He's got the power. He's got the timing as well. He's got the technique. So he won't miss out. He really won't miss out on such friendly full tosses. That's the last thing you'd want to bowl to him. 100 required. Just a push. That smart cricketer. He will keep strike. A good over that for the batting team. 11 overs gone. Cam 94 for 4.
अरे यार, अरे भाई इनमें से बोल रही है पर चेक करो किनमें से बंद है। स्टील है, स्टील है। कौन कहता है सोना है? अरे भाई पति, सोना भाई कभी भी इतना हार्ड नहीं होता है, पहली बात तो। सोना होता तो ऐसे हो जाता सीधा। अरे भाई दम के मैसेज आ रही, क्या बात है? मैडम फोन दिला रही है, बताओ।
किसको?
आ रही आवाज? कितनी देर से नहीं आ रही? एक ओवर नहीं आई ना बस।
पता नहीं कब से।
अभी तो 11 ओवर में चल रहा था।
So as I was saying,
अब आ रही है।
Amit Pal is batting on 33 at the moment. See, he's got the game for it. You know, I was talking about the fact he heaved it away in the previous over. He looks to hack it away towards the onside. I think he's better off playing straight down the ground in the V. Just like that, that's high in the air though. That's not quite of the middle of the bat. Gets lucky there, Amit Pal. You know, that's his strength, hitting in the V. And he tried to play the cross batted shots on a number of occasions, didn't pay off well for him. And you know, I understand that he's a player, he plays all around the park, but at this stage of the game, this is the last innings of the day. You know, the pitch will have enough wear and tear, and the ball is softer now, it's not as hard as a shiny new ball, and it won't be easy because of the low nature of the pitch. It won't be easy to play cross batted shots just like that. Ron again couldn't get on top of that. I get the idea. He wanted to clear that fielder standing at point. He wanted to play it over his head. That's why I said the bounce is low. It's not easy to play horizontal bat shots. And a classical batsman like Ronak has been holed out. He plays it straight to that man. So that's exactly my point. You know, Amit Pal, his strength is hitting it in the V, hitting it straight down the ground. You know, he can easily clear long off and long on, hit it straight over the bowler's head as well. That's his strength. But at this stage, I think he shouldn't risk playing the cross batted, the horizontal bat shots because the captain has departed now. That's a big wicket in the context of the game. Cam have lost half their side as Ronak departs. A well played knock that, but he had to be there till the very end. But remember, Ronak walks back, but Amit Pal is still out there, and I can bet you that if Amit Pal stays there till the 16th or the 17th over, then Trilegal will be spreading it out. He is a dangerous batsman, and both these teams are vying for a spot in the quarterfinals. Everything is on the line. The new man walks out. Jitendra coming into the attack. He's he's a man of miracles. Is Jitendra walked out to bat, hit a couple of sixes of his very first few deliveries, and now first over he's picked up a wicket as well. And I think he did something similar in the previous game as well. Just walks out to the middle, hits a few sixes, and comes into bowl, picks up wickets. And that is a beauty of this tri-legal team.
Bye.
14th over in progression. The required run rate has jumped up to almost 11 and a half. This has been such a tidy over from Jitendra. He's such a crucial member of this Trilegal team. Praful is the new man. Shut the strikers in now. He'll be facing the final delivery of Jitendra's first over. And what an over this has been. Can he finish it off well? That is a question. Lets it go. That was away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Praful thoughtful there. He knew that it was travelling down the tram line. Lets it go. Gets a wide for himself and his team as well. Every single run counts, remember. That's a nice shot. That's a good looking shot. Using the pace of the bowler. Works it in the gap. A boundary to finish the over. So boundary coming off that over and a wicket as well. 14th gone. And Cam, they're 123 for 5 after 14 overs. 6 more overs to go. 74 required. Rather 70 required, I beg your pardon. And they've got 5 wickets in hand. Amit Pal still out there. Praful has just walked out. He's batting on 5 of 2. So start of the 15th over. Amit Pal is the man on strike. Hits it hard. Hits it firmly. And into the gap as well. Another boundary. He can get brutal at times. Amit Pal moves to 39. And if you look at his caliber, he's pretty much capable of doing this alone. Will we see a Maxwell-like innings today from Amit Pal? He's definitely got the talent. He's got the power as well to do that. He can clear this ground with relative ease. He's built like a tank. The bowler coming in, goes big. That's his favourite region, but the fielder coming in drops it. That could prove costly. And went miles high in the air. Didn't have the distance though. Again, we've seen some really good batsmen struggle with their timing today. And it's really interesting to watch that. Heaves it away towards the offside, towards the extra cover region. Once again, not quite off the middle of the bat. Will get a single. Gets Praful back on strike. The run rate still hovering around 11 and a half. 63 more required. Takes that out, Praful. Nicely done by him. That was a Yorker length delivery. Plays that well. Now, I know what Amit Pal would be thinking. He would be thinking to eye one particular bowler and to take him on. Because at this stage, you can't attack all the bowlers. You know, probably after the 17th over or so, he would be looking to hit everybody out of the park. But at this stage, you've got to find out one particular bowler whom you've got to eye. SJ at the moment, he's bowling his first, but he's bowled some wonderful Yorkers. That would be really difficult for any batsman to hit it out of the park. And he's executed his Yorkers with pinpoint accuracy. Just like that, almost gets a wicket. Wonderful over this. 9 runs coming off it, 15th gone. Cam, they're 132 for 5. This is a juicy run chase. Interesting contest this between two titans.
हुआ नहीं यहाँ
थोड़ा हुआ ज्यादा नहीं हुआ
रिप्ले रिप्ले
किस चीज का आउट हो गया क्या
नहीं आउट नहीं मैंने कहा तुम जाओगे तो रिप्ले कौन करेगा
रिप्ले आप रही है
मेरे को ध्यान नहीं रहता यार
बस बस करवा दो
अरे ध्यान नहीं रहता बोलते बोलते
हाँ फ्लो में रह जाता है
ओ भाई
ठीक है प्लस बस प्लस ही करते ना मैं आ रहा हूँ
So Ketan will bowl out. He's bowled well. He's been difficult to put away. As Ketan, this is his final over. Because of length like that, and Amit Pal relishes that length. This time gets it off the middle of the bat. That big swing of the bat puts it away over the ropes. What a good start to this over. Amit Pal, I've mentioned this on a number of occasions, is a talismanic batsman for Cab. Once again, he's turning on the heat as far as this match is concerned. Trilegal will be sweating. They've given him a couple of reprieves. That was hit hard once again, but gets only a single, gets Pruffle back on strike. And it's a no ball, and it's a free hit as well. Even Ketan Gaur, who was bowling so well, he's feeling the pressure. So the free hit delivery coming up. Praful will be the man on strike. And Amit Pal, as we go through all this, has notched up his half century of just 26 deliveries. Free hit delivery, here we go. Praful the man on strike, and fortunate, really fortunate. Gets a boundary. Not quite where he intended to hit it. But gets 4 runs. Was looking to swing it away towards the onside. Now I know Trilegals will be feeling the pressure. 49 required. Praful moves to 10. Ketan, the batsman, found it so difficult to score runs against him in his first 3 overs. Now he's given away 11 already off just his first 2 deliveries. Praful, the man on strike, just turns it away. Sensible cricket that works it towards the sweeper cover region. Hands back the strike to Amit Pal, who's batting on 50 of just 26. What an innings this has been already. Can he take his team home? That is a question. And with the way he's batting, it looks likely that he can. Oh, wild swing, wild slog towards the onside. Could come back this by Ketan. After this, just 4 more overs to go. 48 required. 48 of just 26. This is gettable. Now Ronak would be thinking, what if he hadn't played that shot? What if he was still out there in the middle? It's always a cushion if you have got wickets in hand. Amit Pal is swinging it hard. He's got to be sensible here. Inside edge onto the pads. They will get a single. He will keep strike. An eventful over that. So Ketan has finished his spell. He's bowled his quota of 4 overs, given away 31 runs. So Amit Pal will be on strike. Final 4 overs to be bowled. Can he pull off a miracle here? 47 required, 24 deliveries remain. I would say that it's even Stevens at the moment. Trilegal, when this run chase began, they felt comfortable. But now all of a sudden, with Amit Pal going the way he is, they are feeling the pressure.
जैसे तुम गए ना, हाँ एक छक्का टिक गया, वो भूल गया, बाकी सब कर।
So 47 required, 24 legal deliveries remain. Amit Pal is the man on strike. And he takes it on the full. That's over, long on. Is that a six? Yes, it is. That has gone all the way. Now 41 required. What an innings this is turning out to be. It's that man, Amit Pal, once again. Is given a few headaches to all the teams he's played against. And in this all-important pre-quarterfinals, once again, it's been a bone in the flesh for Trilegal. SJ, who bowled that brilliant first over, bowled a flurry of Yorkers, has been put away for a six. Goes again. Hasn't got the timing this time around. Should be taken. It's not. It's dropped. Even luck going Amit Pal's way at the moment. Gets away with that. Another reprieve. Another base. 39 required now. The run rate has come down below 11. Oh, what a game we are witnessing. This time he heaves it away towards the onside. That's in the gap. The fielder, can he stop it? He can't. That's another boundary. This time all along the ground. 35 now. This is an exquisite knock that he's playing. The excitement every single time he walks out to the middle. He's just obliterated the bowling here. What a knock. Every single time he steps out on the field, there is the sense of excitement. And he's truly a one-man army, is Amit Pal. Takes it on the full once again. That's it hard. And the fielder can't stop this one as well. SJ is disappearing for runs. Now Cam on top. Trilegal. They are feeling the pressure. Well, I tell you what, very honestly, as a commentator, you shouldn't take sides, but from the onset, when I saw Amit Pal today, I had a feeling that he's going to shine once again, just like he did in the previous game, because I noticed him in the previous game, and there was something about him as an individual, as a player, and he's cleaned him up. Oh, that's the twist in the tail. Just as I was lavishly praising him, he has to go. A big wild swing towards the onside. SJ pulling out a bunny out of the hat. Is that the twist in the tail? Cam, they are on the back foot now. The big man goes back. The 6th wicket down, but what a knock. That was 66 of just 34.
16 runs and a wicket. SJ in the previous over, he's a death over specialist in the previous over. He executed his Yorkers with pinpoint accuracy, but with Amit Pal in his full prowess, even SJ felt the pressure. He dished out a few full tosses. Karan Sharma is the new batsman. He will be facing the final delivery of the 17th over, Karan Sharma. Praful is at the non-striker's end. He's batting on 11. So final delivery coming up. The new man facing his first delivery. Works it away. And into the gap. Another boundary. What a way to start your innings. Well, that makes it even more interesting. The new man has started his innings with a boundary, 4 more runs, a big over this, but also the wicket of Amit Pal falling. 27 required of the next 18 deliveries. They've got 4 wickets in hand.
वहाँ का अपडेट हो गया वहाँ चल रहा खत्म हो गया वही देख रहा था क्या चल रहा है उनका खत्म हो गया शायद खत्म हो गया
So start of a fresh over. This is the 18th over. They quickly sneak a single. Praful moves to 13, gets Karan back on strike. Karan has faced just 1 delivery and he's hit a boundary of that. Jitendra comes in again, just opening the face of the bat, guides it away towards sweeper cover. Another single. Jitendra into his second. 26 required. This is very much possible. I'd say both the teams will be having their hearts in their mouth. Anything could happen here. Cam would be just hoping that they don't lose any more wickets from here on and they don't see too many dot balls. And to be honest, there's no real need of those risks. Karan gets another single. You're much better off playing all along the ground and look for vacant spaces in the ground, look for twos. Both the batsmen are fairly fresh. That's in the gap. But there was a fielder who quickly gets to it, gets 1 more run. So this is a tidy over so far. 4 singles of the first 4 deliveries. 23 of 14. That's a very good Yorker. Nothing the batsman could have done there. Right on the pads. And that's the length you want to exploit at this stage of the game. So final delivery of the over coming up. It's been such a decent over. Just 5 runs so far of the first 5 deliveries. Rather 4 of the first 5 deliveries. Can he finish it off well? 23 still required. After this, just 2 more overs to go. Short of a length this time. Ours in length, I believe. The striker wanted a second, sends him back, the non-striker. He will keep strike though. That's the end of that over. Just 5 runs coming off it. 18th gone. Cam, they are 171 for 6.
अंपायर नहीं हो हालत खराब हो गई अपने मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना ये जवान अंपायर इनकी हालत खराब हो गई हम लोग बुजुर्ग बुजुर्ग अंपायर खड़े रहते हैं पूरे दिन फिर यहाँ से जाके शाम को वहाँ भी मैच करते हैं यार मजाक नहीं यार देखो आदत ही है भाई आदत पड़ती है आदत हाँ आदत तो हम पहली बार 50 ओवर मैच खेले थे भाई हालत हमारी खराब हो गई थी हम तो बॉलिंग कराई इनिंग्स ब्रेक में राजमा चावल खा के लौट गए होगी एक होगी
So the penultimate over this. 22 required of 12. Ashish is back into the attack. He's edged that shot. Third man puts in the dive, keeps it to just 1. Oh, this is such a tight game. This is what the excitement of a pre-quarter final match is. That slipped away nicely, but straight to the fielder, is it? Yes, it is! Sharp catch taken by the man at the square, the deep square. And not only is that a dot, but that's a wicket as well. Ashish Bhan has picked up another one, his third. What a match he's having. And gives him that salute as a bidding farewell as well. And now Cam, you know it's getting tighter. 21 required of 10. A Trilegal, they know their work is cut out. All they've got to do is keep things simple, get their basics right, and not give away any looseness. Be sensible out there in the field. And Cam, they require a cameo. Sunny has walked out to the middle. But Ashish, really, what a game he's having. Quicker, straight into the keeper's gloves once again. Another dot delivery. He's been such a revelation in this game. Has been Ashish. Fuller in length, creams it away towards the sweeper cover region. Good fielding. Couple of more runs. Excellent running between the wickets. 19 required. 2 more deliveries remain in this over. Ashish, yes, he has been expensive, but he's picked up important wickets. This is his final over. Pushes it towards backward point, gets another single. 1 more run. So that gets Praful on strike to face the final delivery of the over. Now Praful would be in 2 minds here. He would like to keep strike in the final over. Also, he would love to get a big shot of the final delivery of this over. Gets neither of those, gets in a dot. Wonderful stuff that by Ashish. Helped turn the game on its head. What a match he's had. So 175 for 7 Cam. They require 18 of the final over. So final over of the game. This will determine that which team out of these two will be heading into the quarterfinals. Mohit with the ball in his hands. He's running in. That's hit well. But long off should cut it off. Will he keep it down to a single? Yes, he does. Brilliant work. That boundary rider does really well. Had a lot of ground to cover. Keeps it down to just one now. 17 required. 17 of 5.
भाई ball.
Goes inside out. Carves it away towards sweeper cover region. Once again, just a single. 16 required of 4. What a fight back this has been by Cam. They are a fearless group. Cam, they made a great comeback. That's a full toss. He heaves it away towards the long on region. We'll wait for the signal from the square leg umpire. Yes, he has signaled it as a no ball and it will be a free hit. So that was above the waist and it will be a free hit. So free hit delivery coming up. Hits it straight down the ground and he will get a boundary. So hope is still alive for the batting team. 10 required now. That's hit really well. They want more such strokes. Praful is keeping them in the hunt. He's batting on 20 of 14. 3 legal deliveries. Will that no ball, will that low full toss come back to haunt them? Mohit has been expensive today. He hasn't picked up a single wicket. 10 required of 3. It's still anybody's game. Praful is well set. He's batting on 20 of 14 deliveries. Slow delivery. He lets it go. He lets it go. That was just within the tram line. There was a daring call from Praful. He thought that it was travelling outside the tram line, but that was just inside, just within the reach of the batsman. That's well bowled, you'd have to say, from Mohit. 10, still possible. A big shot. They need a big shot. They don't get it. It's a dot delivery. So they've sealed the deal with that dot. Mathematically, it's not possible until and unless he bowls a horrid wide down the leg side, or maybe even bowl a no ball. I'm sure he'll bowl well within that popping crease. You won't want to risk it. But what a fight back this has been by Camp. They've come back from behind. This was always going to be a big ask. A dot, and that is it. They won this one by 9 runs, Trilegals, and they head into the quarterfinals. Our second quarterfinalist from ground number 2 here today. And congratulations to Trilegals. They fought hard, but Cam, what a good team they have been throughout the course of this tournament. They bowed out of the tournament, but what a fight they've shown.
हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द